Hey y'all, it's the end of another tiring day and I got laundry to fold, but I also want to talk to y'all, so we gonna do what it do. If y'all see me ever looking down on my phone or anything like that, it's because I actually have notes this time. So yeah, this gonna be a pretty good one. It's a lot of clothes, bro. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start. All right, so boom, today's topic is about being equally yoked. To be equally yoked. What does that really mean? This topic actually came from one of my comments. So thank you for commenting this. I appreciate you so much. Um, if y'all have any topics that you want me to talk about, please, por favor, feel free to comment it down below. I read literally every single comment, even though it's only like 10 for now. I really appreciate you guys. So yeah. So what does it mean to really be equally yoked? Because we hear this phrase all the time, especially in churches. But, like all things, the meaning tends to get, flipped around and upside his head, all type of ways. So we're going to see what Jesus says about it. We all know Jesus talks in parables and metaphors, right? When the Bible refers to people in a relationship being equally yoked, it's really referring to back in, the olden times when farmers had to put a yoke, like a harness over one of their oxen or one of their animals to get them to work and to get them to obey properly, to get the job done right. It's really just adhering to what was relevant in that time period. Since we clearly can't control oxes, like they're so, big and stuff, we would put it under a yoke, which is like a harness or like a saddle for a horse, but for an ox.
Son died in July, or did her husband die 5 years ago? Now the son just died. Because I'm praying for y'all. There's two types of people on your road. Some of y'all go through stuff here.
Yeah, that was first try. I don't know if y'all know, but I'm really, come on now. I really like that, yo. I really like that. Did you not see?
I am so jealous.
Yo, like I'm telling you, I set up the camera and then I did that. First try. Why would I lie? Why would I lie? Why would I lie? I just met y'all. Why would I lie?
When you watch this sermon, bro, I need more Jesus. I must need more Jesus. There's no way. So if 1 + 1 is 2, and 2 + 2 is 4, and Jesus Christ is Lord, right? Right? Bear with me. So then that means to be equally yoked just means that you're submitted to the same thing. You're under the same yoke, which is God. One thing we need to understand is that there's different yokes for different people. Just like there are different harnesses and different equipment for different animals. They're getting their individual job done. It just uses a different piece of equipment. Okay, so boom. 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14 warns us about this. It says, do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers, for that partnership, excuse me, I'm so sorry. 2 Corinthians, it says, do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. For what partnership has righteousness with lawlessness? Or what fellowship has light with darkness? Just like there are different levels of submission to God and what he has for you, there are different levels of yokes. I'm never gonna get stuck. Yo. I'm about to sleep with this pile of clothes, y'all. Like, I'm really tired. Like when Jesus says in Matthew chapter 11, verse 30, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. When he says, be equally yoked with your partner, what he's really saying is be equally submitted, obedient, and committed to God. So the next logical question is, how does this come up in real life scenarios? You know what I mean? You can't really gauge how submitted somebody is or how obedient somebody is if they don't go through the trials and tribulations. Hey y'all, so currently in a study nook, studying before my class. This is like a viral study method for nursing. So I got my notes right here. I got like the slides of what I'm learning beforehand, so I took notes on that. And then so when I do get to class, I understand it more and I can just write down the notes that I didn't get. But my friend just called me talking about they kicked her out the nursing program or something, or like she can't declare that as a major anymore. So I'm gonna call her and see what's up. Just like anything, when you're looking for a partner, you should look at the person's fruit, how they present themselves to the world. Just like fruit present themselves on a tree, the fruit is visible on the tree. Just like the fruit of a person is gonna be visible. Whether they want to present that fruit or not, it's gonna be apparent. You're gonna see it. So look at a person's fruit. Yeah, she good. She was being dramatic. I can't, bro. I really can't. And secondly, just have those conversations, man. You know, be honest with the person you're pursuing, whoever that may be. Even if it's just a friend, just have that conversation, you know, tap into their mind a little bit. And pay attention to things too, you know, how they speak, their mannerisms, what other people say about them, how they talk about God, if they talk about God without being prompted to, what he's done in their lives, the work he started, something like that. Just have a good conversation. And lastly, are they actively pursuing God? Is God really at the forefront of their mind in their day-to-day? A pursuit is just a chase, right? And different pursuits have different pace. When you're looking at if somebody is pursuing God, don't look at if they're doing the same things you're doing, the exact same things to a T, because nobody is gonna match that. You know what I mean? When you're looking to see if somebody's pursuing God and if they're trying to seek his face and stuff like that, don't look for, you know, how often they pray. Don't look for how often they're fasting or how like, you know, if they're speaking in tongues or whatever like that. Because now you're just judging them off religious practices and not really their character and how they really are. I think that is a lot more important, and I think that is way more telling because anybody can speak in tongues or, like act out in church in front of an audience, but how are you really? What's your character like? Like I said before, there are different levels of yokes for different animals because there are different jobs to be done. Put it this way, if you're trying to push a wagon and you need 2 animals to do it, you're not gonna pair an ox with a donkey because one animal is obedient and strong and unrelenting and will do what it needs to be done, while the other one is, undisciplined. It doesn't listen to commands. It's hard to deal with.
How you doing? My name's Mason. Personal guest star. Jada Weber right here. We're in the cafe right now. They have a lot of good stuff here. They have a lot of good stuff here. But they also have a lot of not so good stuff. But it's really nice vibes here. I see that they're trying. Yeah. Stay tuned.
You wouldn't put those two under the same, you wouldn't assign those 2 animals the same job. Donkeys are so unpredictable, they don't obey commands. Like, the job is simply not gonna get done. So why would you pair yourself with somebody who's the equivalent of a donkey? They can't even control themselves. How do you expect them to control a household, some kids one day? You know what I mean? These are the things you have to think about. Think about how dysfunctional that wagon would be trying to get from point A to point B. Or you thought about it? Now think about how dysfunctional a house would be if that donkey was in your house, trying to run things, trying to raise your kids, trying to provide, trying to do whatever they want to do, while you're over here submitted to God, walking in your purpose, doing exactly what you need to do. That's just frustrating. Bro, what? I'm getting off of that wagon, bro. And that's all God is really saying about our relationships, because you can't start a family by yourself. You need a partner. Just like that 2 oxen wagon, a family is 2 people. It's not a solo job.
This is my favorite song. This is my favorite song. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They need to do the high note. Dun, 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 dun. You know what I'm talking about? When they go da, 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 da. That's the best part. Right here. Hey, hey. Dun, 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 dun.
Now that begs the question, are you an ox or are you a donkey? That's hard. That's hard. That's hard, my boy. Yes, sir.
Oh, it is Kai. Oh my gosh, Kai. 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 Three. Kai. Okay, okay, okay. Woo! Come on, Kai. Hey!
Not gonna lie, I've definitely been a donkey before in my life. And it's only by the grace of God that I haven't fallen so far into the world and the culture and stuff like that. Thank you, God. You really him, bro. That's why I just walk in gratitude, man. Even in my sinful nature, when I shut God out, when I didn't want to know him, I didn't want to chase after him, he was always there for me. There was never a moment where I was ever truly alone, even when I felt like I was.
Oh my gosh. That's an easy lay, bro. When did the score get like this? We're only down 8. It's cool.
To kind of bring this message full circle, look at your fruits. See if your yoke is one of God, if you are truly submitted to God before looking at anybody else. Because a yoke is simply what you're submitted to. If you care more about what the world says about you rather than God, that's your yoke. Your yoke is the world. Your yoke is the culture. Your yoke is Instagram. Your yoke is TikTok. Your yoke is approval. Your yoke is lust. Your yoke is wanting a partner but not knowing Jesus first. That's, hey. Ah! Ay, 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 man. You know when you kind of talking to yourself, even though the message is for other people and you just, yeah. That was yeah.
That girls' basketball game was trash. How do you feel?
It wasn't trash. They did work out a lot of stuff, you know, a lot of stuff.
Therefore, it was trash. Was it not? Jaden, how you feel?
I think they had a decent start. It wasn't a bad start.
In the first quarter, we was up.
Yeah.
After that, they just started calling too many fouls. So
They lost the one.
literally.
Once you feel confident in your walk with God and you know you're deepening your relationship with him, you're really chasing after him, now you know what to look for because you have that in yourself. And you're gonna find a partner that complements you, not completes you, because you're gonna be complete with you and Jesus, with you and God. Somebody that complements you, that reciprocates your energy. I'm big on reciprocated energy. Yeah, I don't know if you could tell, but I'm really big on reciprocated energy. If my energy's not reciprocated, I'ma just feel bad and I'm a dip. I'm a dip. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna dip. To be equally yoked is to be submitted to the same thing, to be like you really in it. To be equally yoked, we back with another. Now, if we take all of this information and we look at the world, there's not a lot of people like that. Not a lot of people are gonna be doing what you do. Not a lot of people are gonna be chasing after God. Not a lot of people are gonna be aiming to live a righteous life, trying to change, trying to be the church, trying to live a saved life. That's really all I got, I'm not gonna lie. And I barely folded any clothes, like, I need to get it together, but I always love talking to y'all, man. So I'm gonna finish folding these clothes and I'm gonna head to bed because I'm tired. But I love y'all with the love of Jesus, and y'all stay saved. Time to wrap it up.